But RJ has the ability to run the ball that I'm wondering if Reidsville's quite as ready for the goal line quarterback running the ball, because he has shown the ability to do that quite well this year.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. We talked about that on the way up. He's only got a little bit over 120 yards rushing on the season, but it's only because he's chosen not to. There's been times in games where he scored a lot of touchdowns. He's scored 7 or 8 rushing touchdowns this year with not that many yards, and that's because he does it at the right times and he makes good decisions down near the goal line. And not only that, but when he's scrambling, he's a big guy. He can break some tackles. So RJ, a threat to run, throw, and sometimes our stats are deceiving, might actually work in our favor when they look down and say, oh, this Brooks kid has 500 yards rushing. Well, just go ahead and think of him as about a 1,500-yard rusher if he's getting all the carries. That's the type of back he is. But when the other team looks at the stats, they may not think so, and Shelby's able to hit him with those kind of guys.
Well, we just had the coin toss, and they are now talking to Reedville, and I believe the way they pointed, I'm going to guess the goal lines are going to receive, which is exactly what we want to do, and there we are. Goal lines will be receiving, which is exactly what we want to do all year, Brent.
It is, and let's hope the Shelby goal lines can put some points up. Captains for the Golden Lions tonight, number 6, Raekwon Washington, number 7, defensive end Tyrone Allen, offensive lineman Forrest Roberts, and defensive lineman Adam Weber. And Coach, since we're getting ready to start, why don't we name our Supermarket and Broad River Hams players to watch? You can go offense tonight, I'll go defense.
Okay, my offensive player to watch is junior quarterback R.J. George. What we need from him tonight is what we've been getting from him all year. Really good decision making, take care of the football, run it when necessary, make the smart pass, and just basically run the team the way he has all year. R.J. George.
Well, I'm going to go with defensively. Surprise, surprise, number 9, G9, Garyon Addison. Another junior, but the quarterback of the defense, and Garyon has had a monster junior season coming off an injury late last season against Burns. He has had one heck of a campaign, and he'll be crucial in stopping this run and pass happy offense for Reedville. And we're going to go ahead and conclude our Cleveland Regional Medical Center in-stadium pregame show because we're ready to kick this one off. Brad Green, freshman kicker for Reidsville, is teeing the ball up, and we're ready to go with the Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff. Back deep for the Golden Lions, as always, Jaquavis Brooks and Antoine Wright. And both of these guys have had returns for touchdowns this year, and Wright's had multiple. So let's keep an eye on those guys and see if Reidsville does what everybody else has done, and that is kick it short to the upbacks, where Shelby's got Kylon Ross and Buck Ussery.
Well, we're ready to start it. Here we go, sports fans.
And here we go. Green's got it teed up. And the official blows the whistle, and we've started 2A Western Final Action. Green's kickoff goes to the 10. It's taken there by Antoine Wright, and he's already across the 20, the 25. And he's hit right about the 29, 30-yard line. Shelby takes over 1st and 10.
One thing I noticed is when he started up the field, he immediately slipped. So I believe it is going to be a muddy track tonight.
Shelby takes over at the 29, 1st and 10. And it's R.J. George in the backfield with both Raekwon Washington and Jaquavis Brooks. So Shelby coming out with a 2-back look and the 3-receiver look. And on 1st down, it's a handoff to Brooks. And he's got 5. He's carrying 10. He breaks the tackle. He's across the 40, the 45, and out near midfield before he's brought down at the 50-yard line. And Brooks with 21 yards on the first play from scrimmage.
How many times this year have we talked about the Golden Lions running so hard? And so that's just a continuation of what we've seen all year.
That time they had Brooks for about a 5-yard gain, and they couldn't hold on to him. He gets 20 and a Pregame Insurance 1st down. And on 2nd down is Chad Reed, and he's carrying tacklers inside Reedville territory, and he'll be tackled at the 46, a gain of 5. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Golden Lions.
Again, nice hard running, and we are not surprised in the least. Golden Lions quickly over the ball, trying to establish tempo.
Again, it's George with both Washington and Reed. It's Washington's turn this time, but George is back to pass, and he hits Reed for pass out in the flat, and he's getting to the sidelines, and he's going to pick up 3 or 4. He's going to be shy of the first down by a couple of yards, though.
That was an excellent play because Chad Reed was in big trouble. He caught the ball, and there were two defenders right in his face, and I was hoping that he would only lose 3 or 4 yards, but instead he picked up 2 or 3, so it brings up a big play, 3rd down and 3 for the Golden Lions from the Reidsville 43-yard line.
Nice defense there by Reedville to get just a 2-yard gain, and now Shelby facing a big 3rd and 3. Reedville's creeping the linebackers up on the left side. Now they back off as George calls a different play. And here come the linebackers one more time. Hand off to Shelby, and they've stopped him. That's Raekwon Washington. And he gets the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shelby with a big decision here. They've got a 4th and 2 coming from the Reidsville 42-yard line. They give Washington a gain of 1, and it's 4th and 2.
Golden Lions look like they're going for it. Big play here at the very beginning. Looks like they may be in the pistol formation.
Shelby's throwing trip receivers to the right, 1 left. George
trick play.
And it's a trick. George goes to the sideline, and they quick snap it to Raekwon Washington, and he gets 7-8 yards and a Pregame Insurance first down for the Golden Lions. He's down to the Reidsville 34. Pickup of 8.
Nice play. What happened is the quarterback walked toward the sidelines if he was trying to get some information, but he was going dead sideways, which is legal. He was in motion, snapped the ball, picked up 8 yards. Great play.
1st and 10 Golden Lions from the Reidsville 34. 12 on the play clock as George looks to the sidelines. He's flanked to his right by Jaquavis Brooks. And Brooks is going to get the carry. And Brooks is bouncing off tacklers and carrying guys for a good gain. He's inside the 20, inside the 30 to about the 27. And that's a pickup of nearly 7 yards again for Brooks.
And Brooks got about 2.5 yards, and before he was hit by 2 defenders and carried them for 5 yards. So 2nd down and 3. Golden Lion ground game looking tough.
2nd and 3 Golden Lions. Brooks remains in, this time behind George. And on 2nd down, he's going to throw it quickly and right in the hands of Ralph Jolly, and the sure-handed receiver can't pull it in. He tried to jump up in the air to catch it. Could have had a first down. Instead, it falls incomplete. 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, big play. That ball was thrown a little bit high, but Ralph jumped well high enough to make the play.
It was actually a good call. Ralph has about a 12-yard cushion on the defender, and he does again on this play. And they go for the same play, and Shelby runs into each other. The ball's on the ground, and Reedville's got it, and they're going the other way. 1 man to beat, Kylon Ross. And he can't pull him down. He does. He forces him out of bounds. So Shelby with a miscue early, and Reedville capitalizes. There was a mix-up in the Shelby backfield. George called the same play, which was hike it and snap it and throw it immediately to Ralph Jolly, who had a 12-yard cushion, but the running back bumped into George as he went to throw it, hit his arm, and the ball fell. The running back tried to jump on the ball, and it squirted out from his belly, and Reidsville picked it up and returns it all the way to the Shelby 25-yard line. Big miscue by the Golden Lions. Big miscue. Now let's see how the Golden Lion defense handles the miscue by the offense. Line of scrimmage to Shelby 24 on 1st down. It's 23 Hammock, and he's down inside the 20. Nice run. This offense, Reedville, lines up in the same formations that they did back in 2005. Pretty much the same coaching staff and very similar offense to what they ran in 2005 and 2007. So it's going to be 2nd down and 4. Hammock picked up 5, the 230-pound fullback. He stays in. And it's Williams getting the call in the shotgun, and he's going to hand it off again. This time nowhere to go for Hammock. He gets the line of scrimmage, and that's it, and it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Rams. 3rd and 5, big play. In fact, it might be more like 4, and we've got an official timeout right now. I don't know, some type of equipment issue for Reidsville. Looks like a shoe. Looks like the big running back lost a shoe, so they're going to give him time to put that shoe back on. 8:36 remaining in the first quarter. Big turnover by the Golden Lions. Reidsville now with a 3rd and 4. The clock has started again, and Reidsville is getting ready to snap the ball. It's Williams. This time he follows Hammock into the hole. Shelby's got him short of the first down and drives him back, but he gets the 17-yard line, and I think it's going to bring up about a 4th down and 3.
4th down and 3, at least a long 2. And I believe that we're going to see Reedville go for this, just like the Golden Lions did on 4th down a few plays earlier.
Now a big play for the Shelby defense. 4th and about 2.5. Line to make is just around the 19-yard line. Or excuse me, the 14-yard line. And Williams looking to the sidelines. And Reidsville's going to have to call a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break here as well and be back with this big 4th down play.
A child's life is so precious, yet all around us, children's lives are being destroyed by drugs. Take an active role in your child's life. Teach them that a healthy, drug-free lifestyle is their best choice. A word from Hooker Bonding of Shelby, our area's quality professionals, a name you can trust and depend on. Hooker Bonding is working today for a brighter tomorrow for our children.
Back to Community Stadium here at Reidsville. The Rams fans getting loud as it looks like the Rams will go for it. Well, actually, Williams is coming off the field. And let's see what the play. There he goes back on. So the Rams are going for it. 4th down, 2.5. And they're going with a Wildcat formation. They've got Hammock as the lone running back. And now they're...
Well, I don't know that any of us are sure what they're about to do.
I don't know what they're doing. They had
now
4 or 5 guys way left and 3 or 4 guys to the right, and now they're lined up more in a normal formation. And Williams calls his own number on the keeper, and he gets to the 15, but I think he's short. He's right on the 15. I think he had to get inside the 15. At least the drive started around the 24, and it's square on the 15. The white hat is signaling Shelby football.
Shelby football. Big play by the Golden Lions. That looked like that was going to be a first down, Brent. It really did, and the Golden Lions did a great job of coming forward and making that tackle. Who made the tackle, Brent? Could you tell?
I didn't see. It was from the secondary.
Might have been Kyron Ross, the playmaker. Hard to tell, but it was a great play. Golden Lions averted what could have been a potentially devastating turnover. So 1st and 10 for the Golden Lions on their own 15.
Shelby dodges the bullet after the big miscue inside the Reidsville 20, and on 1st down is Chad Reed, and he's got tough sledding. He gets a yard, and that's about it. As Reidsville all over that play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Golden Lions.
First time that Reidsville has actually stopped the Golden Lions for anything less than 5 yards or so.
2nd and 9. Washington back in at running back. George in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers left to the wide side, 1 to the right, and he's back to pass. And he's looking over the middle. He's got Ralph Jolly in a crossing pattern, and Jolly fumbles it. The ball's on the ground, and the Rams have it again, I believe. And they do. So Shelby with a 2nd turnover, and that's Jolly's 2nd fumble in as many weeks at the receiver spot. He catches it on the crossing pattern and puts it on the ground. Shelby has got to hold on to the football at this stage of the season.
Well, you could not imagine a much more difficult spot for the offense to put the defense in, and this is the 2nd time they've done it. Defense rose to the challenge first time, so let's see what they can do this time. Reidsville in business on the Golden Lion 21, 7:01 left in the 1st quarter.
It's a 5-yard pickup, but it doesn't matter. He puts it on the ground, and Williams on 1st down calls his own number. He gets about 5. Going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Rams.
Very similar to what he did on the last play, but this time he was able to pick up 4 or 5 yards. He actually followed his running back. A little bit different play. The last one was basically a draw. This one was a fake the ball around the left end and followed the running back. Running back made a good block that time. So 2nd down and 5. Reidsville on the move. 6:30 left in the 1st quarter.
You got to love it. If you're a Ram fan, you get 2 drives. You start on your opponent's 24 and 21. And the big running back Hammock carries it for 1st down yardage inside the Shelby 10. It's going to be 1st and goal. Rams from the Shelby 9 as Hammock picks up 7. The hard part is they got to go 9 yards for the touchdown.
That's true. If you're in a first and goal situation, that's about as tough as it gets. Unfortunately, those two plays, definitely the best job blocking that we've seen by Reidsville. And big number 23, he is a load. We talked about earlier, he is a bowling ball, and he really is.
230 pounds. And on first down, Williams hands it off on the counter. That's 32. The 1,000-yard man, Rankin. And he gets inside the 5 to the 4, pick up a 5. So got Shelby defense has to step up here.
Half the yardage needed, and that's a really good run play. Faking the power back to the right and giving it a nice counter coming back to the left, and very well blocked. So Reidsville definitely in business now. Second and goal on about the 4-yard line.
5:36 to go first quarter, no score. And hand off to the fullback, Hammock, and he's down inside the 3, maybe to the 2. Flag down late.
It's an unusual place for the flag to be. I hope it's not a face mask on the Golden Lions.
Flag at the 4-yard line, and it's a chop block on the Rams. That is a costly penalty on the offense as they were looking at a 3rd and goal from the 2. Instead, they're going to back this one up.
Still going to be 2nd and goal, but it is going to be a 15-yard penalty. That's one of those penalties. In high school, you can still block below the knee, but you cannot hit a man who's already being blocked by another man. So a double team, you cannot hit the man below the knees, and that's exactly what happened on the backside that time. So it's 2nd and goal, but now from the 19-yard line. Wouldn't be surprised to see a pass this time from Reidsville.
It is 2nd and 19. Williams in the shotgun, and he's throwing a quick out. Incomplete. The ball's on the ground. Shelby picks it up, but it was a forward pass intended for Rankin.
But I tell you what,
incomplete.
I like the fact the Golden Lions wouldn't pick that thing up because you never can tell. You never can tell. That was pretty close, but I do agree that it was a forward pass, but better safe than sorry on that. So that brings up 3rd and goal from the 19. Golden Lion defense looking to continue their somewhat dominant ways after being put in 2 terrible situations by the offense.
3rd and goal, 19, and Williams is back. He fakes it, and he's going up top, and he's got a man deep. Well defended by Shelby's Hayden Hojak, and falls incomplete. 4th down, Rams.
It looks like the Rams are going to trot in their field goal unit. Will be a 36-yard kick at least.
And it is number 22, Brad Green. He's going to actually take it another yard back and make it a 37-yard attempt from the left hash. Play clock at 15. And the Rams are going to attempt the field goal. Good snap, good hold, low kick. It's a little bit left, but it's good. 36-yard, 37-yard field goal from Green puts the Rams on top 3-0 here with 4:53 to go. First quarter, back in 30 seconds.
Since 1983, Bill Shuford Heating and Air has been providing dependable service and quality products to the Cleveland County and surrounding area. And the tradition continues today with quality American Standard heating and air conditioning systems. Plus, if you need a repair, Bill Shuford Heating and Air services all brands including Trane. Just call 704-484-0025 for Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby, your American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer. It's where your comfort is our concern.
Welcome back to Reedville High School here, where the Rams have taken a 3-0 lead on the Golden Lions, courtesy of a Brad Green 37-yard field goal. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. It got through the uprights. And Green's teeing it up for a Jam Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. And Coach Shelby's had it twice. They've turned it over twice. They moved the ball well on the first series. Looked to have, a good gain there on the pass play on the second series, fumbled again. So Shelby is their own worst enemy at this point, but still very early. And you almost have to say, Shelby's defense has been superb as they have given up just 3 points on 2 Reedville drives that started inside Shelby's 25-yard line. Kickoff taken by Shelby Antoine Wright, and he's up just across the 30-yard line. Shelby will take over their 3rd series right there.
Well, yeah, you said it, Brent. You could not ask for much better from the Golden Lion defense because they've been put in just a massive hole both times and gave up 1 first down and actually forced a field goal from with no yardage on that second drive. They did give up a first down, but then they got the 15-yard penalty that helped them out. And so let's see what the offense can do here.
First down, Shelby. It's Jaquavis Brooks, and he's met violently by 74. I don't have him on the roster. Actually, that's 24, Jack Nimmons. And Brooks gets maybe a half a yard.
Now, at this point, you can't be afraid. I mean, you tend to sort of like, okay, let's not make a mistake, but you just got to run your offense and forget what happened in the first 2 series.
2nd and 10, and Shelby back to pass, rushes on, and George rolls to his right. He's going to run with it. He makes a spin move at the 35 and up to the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 for George, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and 4 for the Golden Lions offense.
3rd and 4, as you said, and that was a very good decision by RJ to make that good run, hang on to the football, and put them in a situation where there's a very short yardage situation, 3rd and 3.5 or 4.
Chad Reed off, Kylon Ross in, Antoine Wright in motion, giving Shelby 3 receivers to the wide side. Ralph Jolly to the right, Raekwon Washington behind R.J. George, and Coach Lance Ware is going to call a timeout. We'll take it too, back in 30 seconds for this big 3rd down by the Golden Lions.
Hospice of Cleveland County announces the opening of their hospice resale store. The store is now open and features approximately 5,000 square feet of retail space. The store is managed by Angela Ballard-Jones and is located at 323 East Marion Street, right beside of Dollar General. Donations are currently being accepted. For more information, call Hospice of Cleveland County, 704-487-4677. The new hospice retail store, now open at 323 East Marion Street in Shelby, right beside Dollar General.
Back to Shelby, 3:32 left, 1st quarter on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Reidsville leading Shelby 3-0. Shelby's offense is facing a big 3rd down and just over 3, let's call it 4 yards. And off of the timeout, Shelby comes in the Wildcat formation with Raekwon Washington. And Shelby shifts to a heavy package on the left side. And it's going to be handoff. Actually, Washington keeps it, and he's got to change his mind. He gets 3, needed 4. He's across the 40 to the 41. And that didn't fool the Rams as Washington went left and just had a slew of Rams in his way. Had to reverse and go right. And the spot's going to be close enough for a measurement.
It is a nice spot that time. Raekwon did a great job of pushing that ball out, but I did not think there was much of a chance for him to have it, and I don't know.
Tell you, the tough thing on that call is you show your hand a little bit. I mean, Raekwon can throw the ball, but you put in a heavy package in a Wildcat, and you're almost telling the defense, we're going to slam it at you with 4 yards to go. And Shelby may have just gotten it regardless. I think they're going to be just a bit short, personally.
And you're right, they're going to be about 1/4 of a yard short. This is an interesting call right here. I can see a reason to go both ways on this one. And I believe the offense is staying on the field.
Shelby has got the offense out there, and right away a big play. 4th and 2 feet. Golden Lions from their own 41-yard line. I guess what you're thinking here is, hey, we've held them twice from our own 24. If we miss it here, maybe defense can hold again.
Well, what you got to think is if you're going to run this play, you got to feel good about your chances of making it. So you really don't think about not making it. And we're back in the Wildcat again.
Shelby, again, not pulling any punches. Buck Ussery. Shelby moves. Right tackle jumps early, and the Golden Lions are going to back up 5. Patrick Carter's trying to say, somebody mimic the count. He's not going to be heard by the referee. He's not happy. And he comes off the field.
He's definitely saying that they actually mimicked the count, and that's against the rules. And but it doesn't matter what we think. It's what the man in the white hat said, and so it's going to be 4th down. Golden Lions have got to stop making the silly mistakes right now.
Well, these are the kind of things that kills a team early in the season usually. Shelby doing it at the biggest stage that they can possibly imagine in the season. And Hyatt gets off a pretty better than average punt that takes a Shelby bounce and is down at the Reedville 26-yard line. And I guess for all the mistakes, Coach, the bright side is only 3-0.
Well, there's no doubt about it. With the things that we've done, it could have very easily been 14-0, and Reidsville flying high right now. Defense has done a good job. Now we finally put them back in their territory, and we sure can't relax right now. We really need another good defensive stand to force a punt.
1st and 10 Rams. Williams, Enoch in motion, and Williams back to pass, and a heavy rush from Shelby, and Williams takes off. And he's got running room across the 30, and then Robert Brown takes him down hard. But not until he's got about 8 yards on the carry. Maybe 9.
Yeah, he ended up making a little bit more than I thought he was going to. But the thing about Williams is when you rush him, you cannot give up any kind of lane. And so we had a good rush, but he was able to step up inside the rush and find the room inside, which is what I said we needed to make sure that we didn't give him room up the middle.
Picks up 9, 2nd and 1. And hand off to the big guy, Hammock, and he's going to lose a couple. Shelby gets penetration, Tyrone Allen, and a flag comes out late after the play in the Shelby backfield secondary.
Can't figure out, that's got to be an unsportsmanlike conduct or something on somebody.
Well, Shelby is pleading their case, which makes you think it's not.
Nope, it's actually a penalty on Reidsville, but I believe that.
Well, Garyon Addison's saying, hey, they keep chopping me below the knee. And
the official agreed because they did call another chop block.
Second chop block on Reidsville. 2nd and 16. So Shelby's saying, hey, they're calling the cadence when we're on offense, which is not right. And when we're on defense, they're chop blocking us. That's twice already. That's going to cause some bad blood if it keeps up. 2nd and long. And the Rams tripped up in the backfield again. And this is number 4, Jaron Cobb. And Reidsville's going backwards.
Sets up Reidsville with 3rd and about 20 when they had 2nd and 1. They went from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 20. Golden Lions cannot relax, though. 1:16 and counting, and we just gave them 5.
Well, it was a 3rd and 21 after Cobb lost 5 on the previous play. But Shelby gives them 5 back, and now it's 3rd and 16.
About 3 Golden Lions crossed the line that time on a hard count, 3rd and 16.
Crest Northern Guilford scoreless after 1. And Reedville back to passes Williams. Heavy pass rush, and he gets the pass away incomplete. And flags come out again.
And I believe they're going to have some ineligible men downfield because number 76 is standing on about the 25-yard line, and that was not a screen pass.
There's 3 linemen standing on the 25-yard line for Reedville.
And we'll decline that.
And no Golden Lions anywhere in sight. Legal man downfield it is, and declined by the Golden Lions.
I tell you what, Brent, they were trying to run a screen back to the left side, but we got on the quarterback so quickly he had to run for his life over to the right side and then tried to throw it out of bounds, and darn close to throwing it into Hayden Hojackney's hands. And so again, got to be impressed with the Golden Lion defense at this point.
Well, Shelby's not buying that it's just going to be a straight punt. It's 32, J-Ron Rankin, who's the leading.
And he is the regular punter, though. He has punted every time this year they punted. He's done it except for once.
Shelby's back with Wright and Brooks, and it's going to be Wright calling a fair catch at the 49-yard line. Shelby.
Pretty nonchalant with that, and I was afraid that thing was about to get away from him. But he made the catch, and so the Gold Lions are in business on their own 48-yard line. Very little time left, 48.7 seconds left in the first quarter. Every time Shelby's gotten the ball, they seem to have gotten a little bit better field position. Now we just need to do something with it.
Tell you, Coach, you think maybe the ride up here from the opposing team, I mean, it's a good 3-hour trek for the Golden Lions. Maybe had them coming out a little bit tight, a little bit out of sorts. Maybe they just needed a quarter to get going.
Well, I hope you're right on that one.
George back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got a guy out in the flat. That's Brooks, and Brooks tries to run before he catches it and just flat out drops it. Second drop by the Golden Lions already, and again, our own worst enemy. 2 fumbles. Penalty on 4th and short. 2 drop passes. Golden Lions need to get their stuff together here. They're not playing the Sisters of the Blind tonight. They're playing the Reidsville Rams on the road.
No doubt about that. You're right. They've got to get it going. 2nd
and 10. George back. It's a screen, and it's batted down by Rankin, and Rankin comes up limping.
Nice play by the defender. If that ball had gotten over his head, we had a big play, but if.
Telling you, I'm a little concerned that this game is looking a lot offensively like the Crest game, in that Shelby has not tried any kind of pass over the middle or down the field. It's been all dink and dunk, and it's not worked. And on 3rd and 10, George is back, and he is going over the middle. And he's got a guy, but he throws it short and behind. Antoine Wright would have been the first down yardage, and R.J. George a little out of sync on that series. 3 straight incomplete passes, and Shelby goes away from the run and goes 3 and out in a hurry.
3 and out, and you said a hurry. That entire series took 19 seconds.
Shelby's defense probably not real happy with the offense right now, Coach. They've been given short fields, and they've been on the field all night long, it seems like, as the Shelby offense has either turned it over or turned it over quickly in a punt situation. 4th and 10, and a snap. And Luke Hyatt gets away a very high punt. It's going to drop inside the 20. Take a Reedville bounce. And the flag comes in late. Back here at the 40. Raekwon Washington for the Golden Lions. Jack Nimmons for Reedville, the only 2 guys in the area.
It's on the Rams. It is a post-possession foul, though, so Golden Lions will, I'm sure, take the penalty, but Reedville will still have the ball.
Penalty yards mounting on the Rams.
Well, that's true. This will be the 3rd penalty on the Rams, and they've all been the 2-digit variety, 15, 15, and 10, if it is an illegal block in the back. Strange place for an illegal block in the back. Not that I'm complaining. If this is a 10-yard penalty, that'll be 40 yards in penalties against Reidsville.
18.4 seconds left on the first quarter, and this has been a sloppy and ugly first quarter of play both ways. And nobody can be real happy on either side with what's happened here in the first quarter. 10-yard penalty on the Rams. And, the Rams have had every opportunity in the world to jump on Shelby, and they have not taken advantage. And on 1st down, it's Williams calling his own number again. He gets out of 1 tackle and gets a little bit of breathing room.
Going to be about a 2-yard gain, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter, an eminently forgettable first quarter for the Golden Lions. But the good news, if there is good news, is they're only down 3-0.
We'll go to break. and we'll be back with second quarter action here at Reedville High School. It's the Rams of Reidsville leading the Shelby Golden Lions 3-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Back right after this for the second quarter.
Today's high school football broadcast is being brought to you in part by your local Jack in the Box. Visit your nearest Jack in the Box anytime, 24 hours a day. The dining room is open till midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and 24 hours on Friday and Saturday. And of course, the drive-thru is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's Jack in the Box, 3618 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, 455 Earl Road in Shelby, and 102 College View Road in Dallas.
Hey, you. This is your carpet speaking. Hello. Hey, I take a real beating from you and your family every day. The kids track mud all over me. The dog leaves a deposit here and there. The cat leaves fur balls. You spill hot coffee on me. And what about those potato chips and dip from the big game? Get me out of here. Bring somebody new in here.
For new carpet and flooring for your home, see Keys Carpet and Floor Coverage, 1162 East Marion Street in Shelby. It'll make life easier on your old carpet.
Back to Reidsville, the Rams start the second quarter with a 2nd and 7 from their own 14, and it's a pass play out to the right, and it's not able to be held on to by Enoch. Falls incomplete.
That ball was thrown. It was really kind of a duck, but the receiver was open, and he just plain dropped it. So it has it's been quite a night so far. Had the goal lines not given Reidsville the ball in such good position, we'd be nowhere close to a score at all.
Almost looked like he shanked the pass, like it came out of his hand wrong, but he just happened to have a receiver there. 3rd and 7. Golden Lions showing a 5-man front, and here comes Robert Brown on the blitz, but the pass is off to Enoch, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. And he's got a first down, Rams.
Just to tell you how much the defense has dominated that quarter, that is the second first down for Reidsville. The Gold Lions have 2 first downs. Unfortunately, Gold Lions got their 2 first downs the first time they had the ball, and since then they've done very little with it. Reidsville got a first down the first time they had the ball, and then this is their second first down. So, but it is a first down for Reidsville at about their 29-yard line.
Pick up a 15 and our first down. It's tough sledding for Reidsville. Bunch of Shelby Golden hats to that ball.
A lot of golden hats tonight. One of the things both these teams wear, golden headgear. The Reidsville gold is Vegas gold, and the Golden Lions is what's called old gold. And so it's a different color gold, but it is definitely just a simple gold flake. I think it's a beautiful helmet myself, though.
Williams gets 1 on first down, 2nd and 9. He's back to pass, and he's got a man over on the flat, and it's complete to Poteet. Poteet slips but keeps his sledding and gets the first down up to the 40. A pickup of 10, and Shelby is leaving that right sideline open. That's 3 consecutive passes open on that same spot. And 2 first downs.
Reidsville moving the ball out to about the 40-yard line.
And now Shelby's got a player down. Kind of after the play. And I can't tell who that is. But we'll take a Hendrick Appliance injury timeout and be right back here at Reidsville.
Come to Kibo's this summer for some refreshing ice cream. Kibo's has it packaged or hand-dipped in a cup or cone. There's also delicious Hunt Brothers Pizza and hot wings. Of course, you'll find Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Sundrop soft drinks, candy, cakes, milk, bread, charcoal, soap, tobacco products, oil, and don't forget to fill that vehicle up with gas. Kibo's, Highway 226 North at Zion Church Road in Shelby. Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Nissan. Those are the powerhouse of vehicles you'll find at Marburger in Shelby. Plus quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. And of course, a service department that is second to no one. So when you're in need of a new vehicle, see Marburger at 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Back here to Reidsville, the injured Golden Lion linebacker Rayshawn Petty. Petty off the field on his own accord. But it's a 1st and 10 Rams at their own 40. They lead the Golden Lions 3-0. 11 minutes to go, second quarter.
6.5 minutes left at Crest, and Crest losing to Northern Guilford 10-0.
First down, handoff to Hammock, and he just sheer powers his way for 2 yards. He was hit right at the 40, but the big 230-pounder falls forward for a couple.
He was having some trouble getting that ball in his breadbasket, too. I was hoping for a fumble, but he was able to get the ball where it needed to be and then ran over a couple of Golden Lions to pick up 2.
Hammock's got 15 yards on 4 carries so far. And it's 2nd down and 8, and Williams fakes the handoff, and he's going deep, and he's got Poteet in coverage by Antoine Wright. Incomplete. Wright was stride for stride, and there was a little bit of hand checking going on back and forth, but they say it went both ways.
I would consider that a good no call. I've seen that called interference, but if you're not going to allow that kind of jostling, it really gives the offense major advantage. And one of the things I like about high school football is that it's not the pro game and the college game gives so much advantage to the offense that it's almost unfair for the defense.
3rd down 8, Golden Lions showing blitz, and they bring the house. And a quick hit to Poteet, but he's going to be well short of the first down. Kent Clemens and Demario Houston on the tackle. And that's up to the 45, maybe the 46. It's going to be 4th and 4. And 4th and more like 4.5 for Reidsville. And Reidsville says, we're trotting Rankin out on the field. We're not going to test this one. Their defense has been good so far, forcing 2 turnovers and 2 punts from a Shelby offense coming in averaging 39.5 points a game.
Got to be sure we don't jump off sides.
And they snap it. Shelby with a good run. It's blocked. Clay Husky gets his hand on it. And Shelby's going to take over way down at the Reidsville 28, but then they call a penalty on Shelby for jumping on.
That's one of those plays that gets called.
So Cook runs back, jumps on it, and then the Shelby guys jump on him, and they're going to call a late hit on the Golden Lions.
That's unusual. I imagine by rule it might be true, but
that's a tough call on Shelby, but they get the ball back in Reidsville territory nonetheless.
But instead of the 27, it's going to be back at the 42-yard line. Important that it was a dead ball foul, so it was post-possession. But the Golden Lions are in business.
The first block punt of the season by Shelby. They've blocked a 1 field goal attempt so far. So the Golden Lions, again, kind of do the shoot ourselves in the foot. Chance to take over at the Reidsville 27. Still takes over at the Reidsville 42. But they did a good thing. They blocked the punt, and they changed the field position of the game. George in at quarterback, and he's back to pass again. Big rush, and they get him back at the 50. A big loss of 8 yards, and George just out of sorts tonight so far. And now he's limping.
He took a big shot. I mean, he got away from the first man and then got cleaned up by the second man.
I tell you got to wonder why Shelby is going to the pass. They ran the ball virtually all the way down the field on the opening drive until a fumble on a pass play. Then they fumbled again on a pass play, reception. Then they went 3 and out with 3 passes, and they come back with a pass on this series. Now they go back to the run with Brooks, and he gets 2 or 3 back from the 8 that was lost.
Well, I think we may be just a little bit selective in what we're remembering. After we did have the good rushes at the first series, they did start to kind of pound us. We weren't able to get the big 4 and 5 yard gains. They did hold us to 1 and 2 yard gains. Then we tried to throw it, and bad things have happened since we started to throw it. We are in the empty set now, so we're probably going to throw it this time.
3rd and 15, and George getting pressure and well underthrows Michael Gillette. Would have been shy of the first down, but RJ not happy. I don't know if he's not happy with the blocking or he's not happy.
Well, RJ's not happy because they rushed 4 men and dropped 7 and ran a little loop, and one guy came wide open. Now we had 5 men to block 4, and 1 man came free, and you just can't have that. That's something that we have not been giving up.
So Shelby gets their first chance at a short field, and Luke Hayek has just bombed a punt back inside the 5, and Poteet decides to fair catch it inside the 5. Wow. Reedville's going to take over at their own 3. And I wonder if Poteet just didn't realize how far back he was there.
There's no way he could have understood that he was fair catching that on the 3. That's a 44-yard punt with no return. If that ball had hit the ground, chances are it would have been deep in the end zone, and they would have had the ball on the 20. But, yay, good for us. Reidsville has 3 first downs. Shelby has 2 first downs, and both offenses are really struggling tonight.
I tell you, Reidsville played a 13-10 game last week against Lincolnton, so that was a game much like this one, just defense all night long. From their own 3, Reidsville with a nice run from Cobb as he gets them out from the teeth of the goal line and out almost to first down yardage. He picks up 8.
Definitely,
let's call it 9.
Definitely gives them a feeling that they're not in danger of giving up a safety right now. Goal line defense been on the field pretty much the whole night, and I can see him starting to walk a little bit slower at this point.
2nd and 1, and it's the big guy Hammock, and now he's breaking a couple of tackles. He's across the 15 out to the 17. He picks up 5 and a first down Rams.
First down Rams. That's the 4th first down of the night for 2 prolific offenses, 6 first downs between them.
7:05 to go, 2nd quarter. Rams lead 3-0. And it's Williams back to pass, and Shelby with a good rush, but Williams gets away, and he's going to run for a couple of yards before he's tackled out of bounds from behind by Tyrone Allen. Doesn't get much, maybe 1 or 2.
I'll tell you what, I can see why he has all the yards, though, because we were all around him, and he made one good move and got to the outside.
Pick up a 3 for Williams on the scamper. And you're right, Shelby had all kinds of pressure. Just about anybody else goes down for about a 6-7 yard loss. Williams gains 3, and now goes with a hard count. Shelby not jumping this time. And he's got 2 guys. He's got Cobb and he's got Hammock, and he pulls it out of Cobb, and he's going to keep it around the right side, and he makes a man miss, and now he's in the open running. 25-30, and it's Tyrone Allen coming from the defensive end spot all the way down into the defensive backfield to make the tackle at the 34-yard line.
Again,
pick up a 14.
Nice run. Made 1 man miss, and then made a 2nd man miss, and the Reidsville offense definitely on the move. They've picked up 33 yards now on this drive as we get down close to 6:30 remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Might not be a bad
3-0
time for a little breather by the Shelby defense. 1st and 10, Reedville going with kind of a power look, and they pull everybody to the right, and it's a handoff to Cobb, and he almost gets out of the grasp, and who's that on the ground that got him? That's 9, Garyon Addison.
And 25, the playmaker, Kylon Ross, also getting up off the ground. Kylon playing a lot of plays on offense and defense, but tonight most of his plays have been on the defensive side because we just haven't run many plays on offense.
4-yard pickup for Cobb. He's now got 8 yards on 3 carries. And Reedville's going to call their 2nd timeout. We'll take it too. 5:46 to go, 2nd quarter. Rams on top, 3-0.
Hey, you. This is your carpet speaking. Hello. Hey, I take a real beating from you and your family every day. The kids track mud all over me. The dog leaves a deposit here and there. The cat leaves fur balls. You spill hot coffee on me. And what about those potato chips and dip from the big game? Get me out of here. Bring somebody new in here.
For new carpet and flooring for your home, see Keys Carpet and Floor Covered, 1162 East Marion Street in Shelby. It'll make life easier on your old carpet.
Back to Reedville High School. If you're on Ustream, you see the scoreboard, 3-0 Reedville, 5:46 to go, second quarter. Shelby defense been on the field about 2/3 of this first half so far, Coach, and it's starting to show on this drive as Shelby probably benefited more from that timeout than Reedville did.
Shelby's had the ball 7 minutes tonight, and so every other snap has been by Reedville.
Back to passes Williams. He goes up top. Shelby with great coverage. Overthrown and incomplete. Reedville coaching staff wants a pass interference, but to be honest with you, Shelby had two guys with a better chance to catch that than Poteet.
Looked like Poteet just fell down. I mean, they might have gotten their feet tangled, but I couldn't imagine why they would call an interference on that play.
Well, you had Kylon Ross stride for stride, but you had Demario Houston 2 yards in front. And the pass was overthrown by so much that Demario couldn't even make the interception. So 3rd and 6. Rams from their 38-yard line. And it looks like a jump.
Looked like the left tackle moved.
And I definitely saw somebody flinch. Which way is it going to go? If it's on Shelby, it's a 3rd and 1. Wow, offsides defense. So, Shelby gives Reidsville new life. Plays blown dead on a guy jumping. Usually, they don't blow that dead. They let the play go and give you the choice.
Well, it was one of those things that just didn't look right, and usually when it doesn't look right, it's the offense that moved.
It's Hammock, and he's got good yardage to the 50. He picks up the first down and more. He needed 1. He got 6.
Kylon Ross having to make that tackle, and Kylon's being outweighed by about 110 pounds on that tackle, and he's getting up kind of slowly.
Goal line defense have to come up with a play here.
Need another big play right here, Brent Pasco. Need a big play. Big play by the defense. I'm asking for a turnover right here. Asking for a turnover.
In motion goes Cobb. And Williams, again, movement. That time looked like the right. It's picked off by Demario Houston. 40, 30. He cuts back 20. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Lions.
I'm looking for flags. I can't believe that I can't believe there wasn't a flag on that play.
Did he fall down and before he got in the end zone? He fell down.
He fell down.
Demario Houston fell down at the 5-yard line with not a Ram within 40 yards of him. Unbelievable. He was kind of celebrating early on the pick 6 and falls down. Shelby doesn't get a score. They got a 1st and goal at the 5, though. And again, Shelby just shooting themselves in the foot with silliness.
Well, I didn't see him fall down because I was looking back trying to find a flag because I thought there was either offsides by Shelby or illegal procedure by Reedville, but we didn't get either one of them. We're in the Wildcat right now. Raekwon takes it right up the gut, and he is. He's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Golden Lions. Raekwon Washington from 5 out. And now the Golden Lions are on the scoreboard. They lead 6-3, pending this extra point. And, Coach, I'm beginning to think there was something eerily happening to some really bad hex that somebody put on the Golden Lions there.
I tell you, it has nothing has been easy by either team. That was a great interception by Demario, and I didn't know what happened. I thought he scored.
And as happens about once a game, there's a flag on the Shelby extra point.
I don't know that we didn't move that time. Again, it's just things are just not sharp right now in the interior. Offsides on Reedville. Golden Lions will probably decline this and try to kick it again from the 3.
I bet there have been 15 offsides penalties on opponents on our extra points this year and last year. I don't know what we do that causes the opponents to jump off sides.
Yeah, I
never
have been quite sure about that. I wish we could get a rule change that if it was offsides, we could continue the play and take it on the kickoff. But that's not the rules, and we're going to take this.
Shelby takes the penalty. Now it's going to be a 19-yard extra point.
Well, actually, it looks like he may be able to put the tee down where it's not quite so muddy. So it might be a really good move.
All right into hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick looks good, and is. Shelby up 7-3. Back in 30 seconds for a Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff.
What's that? That's the sound of running out of your icy cold $1 Coca-Cola from McDonald's. That's also the sound of puppies crying, of sweet violin strings breaking, of a tiny baby bunny shedding a single tear. Okay, you couldn't hear it, but it was still sad. But buck up, my friend. Any size Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea is still just $1 at McDonald's, so there's more happiness to love. A la carte only. Prices and participation may vary.
All right, back to Reidsville. The Golden Lions have their first lead of the ball game. They lead 7-3 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 4:55 to go, second quarter. Courtesy of a 5-yard Raekwon Washington touchdown run after a play that's hard to even describe. It was Demaria Houston jumps the route, picks it off on the 40, and seemingly runs in untouched for a touchdown. Thought he was in the end zone at the 5-yard line and actually put the ball on the ground as if the play was over. And he was on the 5-yard line, so Shelby had to do a first and goal situation and end up scoring on first down.
High just kicked that ball about 8 yards deep in the end zone. That's as good a kick as he's had. Of course, realistically, this is the best weather we've had as far as the temperature. The ball ought to really travel when it's 70 degrees. It is just so strange that we were 28 degrees last week and 70 degrees this week. And on the way up on the highway, they've got all these signs, the automated signs that say chance for major winter weather on Sunday night. So definitely a front coming in.
First and 10 Rams. They got players switching all over. Cobb and Poteet. And now Cobb is kind of jogging in place, and I don't know what's going on.
Looks like
Reidsville called another timeout, or is there a penalty?
Looked like we had two guys in motion at the same time. There should have been a penalty, but I believe they never have signaled, but it looks like the
Reidsville timeout. We'll take it to back in 30 seconds.
Norris Merchandise's beautiful furniture with bedroom, living room, and dining room furniture by the famous brands. Norris Merchandise's hardware, everything from nuts and bolts to lawnmower blades. Norris Merchandise's Carhartt clothing, featuring Carhartt workwear, casual wear, and rugged outdoor wear. And Norris Merchandise is an archery shop with a complete line of archery equipment and accessories. That's Norris Merchandise, 2011 South Lafayette Street, Shelby, online at norrismerchandise.com or on Facebook.
4:55 to go, second quarter. Golden Lions on top of the Rams, 7-3. Rams first and 10 from their own 20. Williams, a bad snap. He's got to run back and get it, and he falls on it back at the 5-yard line. Big loss of 15 yards. And, you know, I don't know who's shooting themselves in the foot worse tonight, the Golden Lions or the Rams.
Well, it's been so strange because looking at the film on both these teams, it almost looks like neither team has really brought their first group out. But, you know, and it's not from lack of effort. Just sometimes just weird things happen. And Reedville's back on their 5-yard line, second down and 35.
And Williams is going to take the snap in the end zone, and it's Cobb breaking free. Out across the 15 to the 18. So he gets 13 back.
Well, what happens that time when you bring the house, which we did, if you do get that scene, then he's going to run for a while, and that's exactly what happened. And we are fortunate that was the big bowling ball rather than a really fast runner, because he might have gone quite some way. So 3rd down and 12 now with 3:45 left in the first half.
And Williams is going to hand it off to Cobb again, and here comes Robert Brown up for the tackle at the 20. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 10, and Reedville's going to have to punt it away.
Golden Lions bringing their punt return team in now. They're going to have the ball with about a little bit more than 3 minutes left in the first half if we can avert any kind of silly mistake here. Should have good field position and plenty of clock time.
As long as they don't pull the Florida State fumble-rooski here, or punt-rooski. It's Rankin back to punt. And got blocked last time by Husky. This time he gets off an end over end. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Takes the Rams bounce. And it's going to be down at the Shelby 40-yard line. Lions take over with 2:53 to go. 60 yards to pay dirt.
40-yard punt that time, but that ball rolled about 18, but that's part of it. Pretty good play to not really give the Golden Lions a chance. Naturally, they're going to get it on their 41, so it's actually a 39-yard punt.
Coach, you got stats on carries for Rankin on the season, number 32?
Y'all have to find them. I've got them.
Well, the reason I'm asking, he's got over 1,000 yards. He's got 1 carry tonight for the Rams.
Curious.
George in the shotgun, and he hands off to Chad Reed, second man through. Chad's hit immediately, and he's still going, Coach, and he's carrying guys, and he's still going. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, bounced off, and then it was kind of like a rugby scrum, and he ends up with a gain of 5.
I'll tell you what, it's. I know you guys are getting tired of us talking about this. This is just a strange game. I mean, it's seeing some really unusual things, some really big hits, and Golden Lions running through the tackle that time, though.
2nd and 5. Hand off to Reed again, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose a yard back to the 45. 3rd and 6, and Reidsville doing a great job now against that Shelby front 5. Reed's got 4 carries for 10 yards.
Big number 24 is having his way with the Golden Lions, and so we got 3rd and 6, big play for the Golden Lions.
Let's hope George can find his man, Ralph Jolly, this time. 10 on the play clock. George is calling out an audible. He's got Jaquavis Brooks in the backfield with him. 5 on the play clock, and Reedsville's bringing it, and Shelby's going up top. Complete. And that's Antoine Wright. He's at the 40, the 35, to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And is he in or is out of bounds at the 1-yard line?
Maybe the 2.
Maybe the 2. Big play. R.J. George to Antoine Wright on the crossing pattern across the middle. First time he's hooked up with Wright tonight.
53 yards, I believe. 53 yards, I believe.
And finally, Shelby with a big play we've been waiting for on the passing game. Only the 3rd completion tonight by George. And previous to that, he only had 7 yards passing. 1st and goal, Raekwon Washington into the end zone. Touchdown, the Golden Lions. Washington's 2nd of the game, and the Golden Lions are on top, 13-3. Extra point upcoming. Hayek in, right to hold. Hayek's actually placed it about 1/3 of a yard behind the 20. Must have a little bit better footing there.
I believe you. I mean, you know how it gets from kicking. Everybody's kicking on the 10-yard line. You get quite a hold there.
Good hold. Kicks good. Shelby leads 14-3, 1:23 to go. 2nd quarter, back in 30 seconds for a Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff.
The Round Man, Okie Knipe, invites you into Okie's Tire and Service Center for all your tire and auto service needs. Okie gives you the best value in tires, both new and used tires, and they'll mount and balance your tires free. Come into Okie's Service Center for all your service needs, including radiator flush, brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, and state inspections. Serving Cleveland County since 1978. That's right, over 35 years. Okie's Tire and Service Center, 800 West Warren Street, in Shelby.
1:23 to go, second quarter. Raekwon Washington's 2-yard touchdown run, his second touchdown in the last few minutes, has given Shelby a 14-3 lead over the Rams. This has been an ugly game so far, Coach, at this stage of the season, but you got to credit the defenses for causing the offenses all kinds of problems so far here early.
Well, that's true, and fortunately for us, the big play offensively has been by the Golden Lions. Luke Hayek stepping forward to kick. He's got his leg into it, and I believe that's going to make it to the end zone as well. And that's a great thing when Luke Hayek can kick that ball in the end zone. He has 2 kickoffs tonight, and both of them have been in the end zone. Now, that was about 61 yards. First one was about 68 yards, but you know what, Brent? It doesn't make any difference in high school. 61, 62, 60 and a half. As long as that ball gets into the end zone. And I don't know if you were in Shelby at the time, but we had Engel was our place kicker, and we played a Whiteville team that had a great running back that had run back about 6 kickoffs for touchdowns, and he kicked about 7 kickoffs in the end zone, 1 yard deep.
Cobb on first down gets a couple, and that's it. And now it's a game of chess. Reedville out of timeouts. But Shelby's got 2 left. Is Coach Ware going to use them here?
Well, I think if we can stop them right here and get them in 3rd and long, we'll take a timeout. And if we could stop them and get the second timeout, then we can still have the ball with about 40 seconds left. But you really didn't need to take it that time, and that was a good move because there's 15 seconds left on the clock. Reidsville's going to snap it now, and so we got to make a play, and now we should take a timeout right now.
That was Hammock, and he gets the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We take a timeout.
Shelby does.
The clock ran for about 2 more seconds after the timeout, but 42.6 seconds. Golden Lions still have 1 more timeout remaining, and if we can get a stop right here, we can get the ball back with a chance for 1 more drive, because if we can make a quick stop here with a timeout, we'll be getting a punt with about 35 seconds left. And you know how our drives this year, 35 seconds is almost a medium-sized drive for the Golden Lions.
It is. Pick up a 1, maybe 1's being generous for Hammock, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 from the Reedville 23. 42.6 seconds to go first half. You know, this drive could have been one of those if Reedville was to hit a big play, Coach. They received the opening kickoff of the second half. But looks like Reedville just trying to run the clock out here and go into halftime. We'll see if they try something in the air here on 3rd and 7.
I almost look for them to do that because they're in a situation now where the Golden Lions have the definite momentum, and this is a big play opportunity. The Golden Lions need to take care that we don't give up a big play.
And they did add 3 seconds back, 45.2. And back to pass is Williams, and he's got a guy, but throws it just about a yard out of bounds and just out of the reach of Enoch.
You couldn't ask for much better than that. Golden Lions are going to have still a timeout now and should get the ball in good field position. Punt will be from the 23-yard line. Reedville has 6 first downs. Golden Lions have 5 first downs.
Well, now I'm going to ask you another coaching question. You blocked 1 punt. Your defense has been pretty awesome, even in bad field position. Do you send the house here and try to block this punt?
I've tried to return it, actually.
And I think that's a smart move as well. Shelby does hold off on the rush, and Rankin's punt is not a bad one. And it takes a Shelby bounce, and Shelby needs to get away from the ball. And it's going to be down by Reidsville at the Reidsville 46. So Shelby will take over with a short field, but only 26.8 seconds to go.
Well, it's basically 27 seconds left to go and 1 timeout. So,
and Luke Hayek with a win at his back.
That's true. So all kind of possibilities right here.
And to be honest with you, Coach, Hayek needs about 5 yards to get within his long distance range.
That's true.
George back in the shotgun, 26.8 to go. He's airing it out. He's got good protection, and he's got a guy on the sidelines, and that's Jolly, and it's almost picked off. Good coverage by Poteet. And Jolly was streaking, but there was plenty of coverage back there, Coach. It ended up being kind of a jump ball situation.
Well, that's true. Golden Lions are in a situation right now where they might be better off if they get one of those your famous little dink passes and get the ball down the field, so they have a chance to get a field goal out of it.
I want the playmaker on a drag route. He's got a linebacker covering him. And George steps up in the pocket, and he's going to run to the sideline. This is a good move. He's going to get good yardage all the way up to the 30.
9.4 seconds left and a timeout. First down on the run by George.
Well, that was a 16-yard run, but he's in Luke Hayek field goal range.
That's right. Now the big thing is
first down.
Just got to make sure we don't take more than 9.3 seconds. We can take 9.3 seconds and still have a chance for a field goal.
All right.
We're in empty.
Empty set. Jolly in motion. He's set. George back. He's got pressure coming from 24, and it's going to be a hold on Shelby. And a pick by number 12. And, Coach, I was a little worried that something bad was going to happen. When you try to chunk one to the end zone, you set yourself up for the possibility that they got a bunch of DBs back there in prevent. Shelby may have been better with a short pass out of the bounds and a field goal attempt, or maybe a field goal attempt on first down.
Well, I tell you what, I am not going to be that guy guilty of
second
guessing everything, but I can tell you this. The Golden Lions have played a very strange and frustrating game, and they're up 14-3. That is the most important thing.
And I second your sentiments. And Golden Lions have kind of overcome a sloppy first half, a couple of miscues, and they lead 14-3 over Reidsville. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll be back with a bunch of stuff, stats, scores, and more importantly, the Dr. Stroud, Wilson, and Thompson Family Dental Care halftime show. Back after this.
Packing that lunch for school? Then head to the Ora Supermarket and Broad River Hams for some great back-to-school lunch packing good deals. Broad River Country Ham, $5.99 a pack. Hormel lunch meat, $3.99 a pound. All meat bologna, $3.99 a pound. Boiled ham, $4.99 a pound. And sliced American cheese, $5.99 a pound. And don't forget the Pick 5. Pick 5 bags of frozen food for only $19.99. Ora Supermarket and Broad River Hams, 1026 East Marion Street in Shelby. They're the steak place. Round 'em up at the Roundup store in Shelby. Check out this month's specials, like bathroom sinks for just $10, cross ties just $8 each, and 3/4-inch number 2 plywood just $10 a sheet. The Roundup store in Shelby has wood storage buildings built to last, plus chicken coops too. You'll find all wood kitchen cabinets, countertops, roofing shingles, dog houses, gazebos, doors, floor coverings, and more. The Roundup store, 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Visit the new website at roundupshelby.com.
S&M Sports Shop is now your dealer for Under Armour sports apparel in Cleveland County. Come by and see the selection of Under Armour shirts, shorts, shoes, socks, and sunglasses. The team at S&M, Mike, Suzanne, Luke, Shannon, Dale, Ken, Darren, Dennis, and Charlie, is now your team outfitter for all local schools and whatever sport you play. They have leather jackets for all local high schools. Plus, S&M is your headquarters for Oakley Sunglasses. For all your athletic needs, go to S&M Sports Shop, located at 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. The summer season is here, so you need to keep that lawn and garden equipment serviced and repaired. Take it into the Shelby Hardware Small Engine Repair Shop. Mechanic Leonard Allred will be glad to check, tune up, or repair your lawn and garden equipment. He can also sharpen those mower blades for you. The Small Engine Repair Shop at Shelby Hardware, 506 South Lafayette Street in Shelby, serving Shelby and Cleveland County since 1979. Experience, quality, and guaranteed service. That's what you get from Shelby Transmission Specialists. They do straight drives and automatic transmissions. They can repair and rebuild transmissions and sell parts as well. So if you're having trouble with your transmission, see the experts. Hal Hambrick, Lyle Reynolds, and Jimmy Stepp at Shelby Transmission Specialist, 734 Nally Drive, just off Highway 226 North, Shelby. Call 704-482-8756.
Now you can shop Standridge Auto Parts on eBay. And be sure to like us on Facebook too. You can shop the big inventory online on Facebook and eBay. And yes, you can pull it or get full service at Standridge Auto Parts in Shelby and Rock Hill. And they buy scrap metal and offer recycling services. Standridge Auto Parts, 234 Porter Road in Rock Hill, 1521 Sulphur Springs Road in Shelby. Both open Monday through Saturday. Visit the website at StandridgeAutoParts.com. Standridge Auto Parts. Where are you headed after the big game? To Newt's on the Court Square in Uptown Shelby. Newt's will be open till midnight after the high school football games this season. Come out and celebrate on Friday nights at